For years, Bitcoin was seen as digital gold, a powerful store of value, but a passive one. You buy it, hold it, and hope its price went up. But what if your Bitcoin could do more? What if it could work for you, generating yield while still being Bitcoin? DeFi is making this a reality. We're witnessing a major shift, turning Bitcoin from a sleeping giant into a productive asset. But with this new power comes new questions, especially about safety. Two major players have emerged: the long-standing king, Wrapped Bitcoin or WBTC, and a promising new challenger, Lombard's LBTC. Today, we're diving deep to answer a critical question: which one is actually safer for your precious Bitcoin? Is the trusted old guard the right choice, or does the innovative newcomer offer a better path forward? Let's find out. First, let's get acquainted with our contenders. On one side, we have Wrapped Bitcoin, or WBTC. If you've ever used your Bitcoin in the Ethereum DeFi ecosystem, you've likely encountered it. Launched back in 2019, WBTC is the undisputed veteran. Its mission was simple: to bring Bitcoin's massive liquidity over to Ethereum, which at the time was the epicenter of DeFi innovation. It works by wrapping Bitcoin. You send your BTC to a centralized custodian, who then mints an equivalent amount of WBTC, an ERC-20 token, on the Ethereum network. This token is pegged one-on-one with Bitcoin, allowing you to use it in lending protocols, decentralized exchanges, and more. For years, WBTC has been the standard, the bridge that connected the two largest crypto ecosystems. On the other side, we have the newcomer, Lombard's LBTC. LBTC isn't just about bridging Bitcoin to another chain. It's about unlocking Bitcoin's native potential. Lombard recognized that simply wrapping Bitcoin wasn't enough. Users wanted yield and security rooted in decentralization. LBTC is a yield-bearing liquid staking token for Bitcoin. When you deposit your Bitcoin into the Lombard protocol, you receive LBTC. This LBTC not only represents your original Bitcoin, but also accrues staking rewards over time. It's designed to be a hot asset from the get-go, earning you a return simply for holding it. This fundamental difference in philosophy, bridging versus native yield, is what sets the stage for our entire comparison. To truly understand the safety of each, we need to look under the hood at their technical architecture. This is where the core differences lie. WBTC operates on a centralized custodial model. When you want to create WBTC, you interact with a merchant who initiates a transaction. Your Bitcoin is sent to a custodian, a single entity responsible for safeguarding the actual BTC in a cold storage wallet. This wallet is typically protected by a multi-signature, or multi-sig, setup, meaning multiple parties must approve any transaction. Once the custodian confirms they have your Bitcoin, they authorize the minting of an equal amount of WBTC tokens on the Ethereum network. The entire system's security hinges on you trusting this custodian and the integrity of the merchants in the network. It's a system built on trust in a few key players. Lombard's LBTC takes a radically different approach, one that leverages decentralization and cutting-edge technology. Instead of a centralized custodian, LBTC is built on the Babylon protocol. Babylon is a groundbreaking project that allows Bitcoin to be used as a staking asset to secure other blockchains, known as proof-of-stake or POS chains. Here's how it works. When you deposit your BTC into Lombard, the protocol uses Babylon to stake that Bitcoin on your behalf. Your Bitcoin is locked in a script on the Bitcoin blockchain itself, not sent to a third-party wallet. This process is secured by cryptographic proofs and smart contracts. The system is designed to be trustless. Your funds are secured by code and the economic incentives of the Babylon network, not by trusting a company or individuals. This is a monumental shift from the custodial model of WBTC. It moves security from a centralized point of failure to a decentralized network, much closer to the original vision of Bitcoin itself. Now, let's tackle the most important topic: safety and security. When we talk about WBTC, its security model is based on institutional trust. The core risk is counterparty risk. You are trusting that the custodian, currently BitGo, will not get hacked, will not act maliciously, and will always be able to honor redemptions of WBTC back to BTC, while they use multi-sig wallets and have a strong reputation. This is still a centralized point of failure. If the custodian's keys were compromised, or if the entity faced regulatory shutdown, the entire peg could be at risk, and holders of WBTC could be left with a token worth nothing. We are essentially trusting a centralized company to act as a bank for our Bitcoin. While this model has worked for years, it fundamentally goes against the decentralized principles of cryptocurrency. It's a trusted but centralized bridge. Lombard's LBTC, on the other hand, aims to minimize this counterparty risk through decentralization. But it introduces a different set of considerations. Smart contract risk. The security of LBTC relies on the robustness of the Lombard and Babylon protocol smart contracts. Your Bitcoin is secured by cryptographic scripts on the Bitcoin network itself. This is a huge advantage, as no single entity can run away with your funds. The process is governed by code. However, all smart contracts carry the inherent risk of bugs or vulnerabilities that could be exploited. An attacker could potentially find a flaw in the code to drain funds. This is why rigorous audits and battle testing are critical for protocols like Lombard. LBTC also features a security mechanism where malicious behavior by validators can be proven, leading to the slashing of their stake. This creates a strong economic disincentive against attacks. So, the choice is between trusting a centralized custodian with WBTC or trusting audited open source code with LBTC. So why are we even having this conversation? Why would users consider moving away from the established WBTC? The answer is simple: yield and utility. WBTC is a passive asset. Holding it in your wallet does nothing. To earn a return, you must actively deploy it in other DeFi protocols, lend it on Aave, provide liquidity on Uniswap, and so on. Each of these steps adds layers of complexity and additional smart contract risk. Your yield is not inherent to the asset itself. It's dependent on what you do with it. This was revolutionary in 2019, but the DeFi space has evolved. This is where LBTC's value proposition shines. It is a native yield-bearing asset. From the moment you mint LBTC, it starts accruing staking rewards from the Babylon protocol. The yield is built in. You don't need to take extra steps or expose yourself to additional protocols just to earn a return. Your asset is productive by default. This is a massive improvement in user experience and capital efficiency. Furthermore, because LBTC is a liquid token, you can still use it across the DeFi ecosystem. You can lend it, borrow against it, or use it as collateral, all while it continues to earn that base layer Bitcoin staking yield. This concept of yield stacking is incredibly powerful. You're earning a secure Bitcoin native yield and then have the option to earn additional yield on top of that. This is the primary driver behind the shift users are moving from passive bridge assets to natively productive ones. So, what's the final verdict? Which one is right for you? It really comes down to your risk profile and what you want to achieve with your Bitcoin. WBTC is the time-tested, conservative choice. If your primary concern is avoiding new technology risk, and you are comfortable with the institutional trust model of a centralized custodian, WBTC might feel like the safer bet. It's been around for years, has massive liquidity, and is integrated everywhere. The risks are well understood. It's all about trusting the custodian. It's like putting your gold in a well-known established bank vault. Lombard's LBTC is for the more forward-thinking investor who is comfortable with smart contract risk and believes in the power of decentralization. If you want your Bitcoin to be a productive asset from day one and prefer to trust transparent code over a centralized entity, LBTC is the clear winner. It represents the next evolution of Bitcoin in DeFi, an asset that is secure, decentralized, and natively yield-bearing. The risk here is technological, the risk of a bug in the code. It's like being your own bank, but with the help of a highly advanced automated security system. For those who believe in the core tenets of crypto decentralization and self-sovereignty, LBTC offers a path that is much more aligned with that vision, while also providing the tangible benefit of yield. The emergence of protocols like Lombard and Babylon marks a pivotal moment for Bitcoin. We're moving beyond simple wrappers and into an era of true decentralized utility. The ability to stake Bitcoin securely and earn a native yield is a game changer, and it's likely to unlock trillions of dollars in dormant capital. Whether you stick with the old guard or embrace the new, it's an exciting time to be a part of this ecosystem. What are your thoughts? Are you Team WBTC or Team LBTC? Let me know your take in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that breaks down the future of finance. Thanks for watching.